nothing which is hidden from you. Everything is transparent nowadays. Even yesterday's um, Land Rover, Vikram Land Rover landing the moon. Okay, so it was watched live across the world by the people. Okay, and it was very successful and it was appreciated by many countries. And we, as an Indian, we were proud of it. Okay, so the information is shared, very quickly that like everyone could access this kind of information on the spot and in time. Okay, when there was a twin tower attack in America also. Within 2 hours, across the world, the news reached, and it has changed the whole scenario. Likewise, in our life also, in the scenario wherein like the globalization, privatization, and liberalization is promoted after 1990 in India. Okay, so the lifestyle of the people have changed. Okay, before that, people were very happy and people were very content and people were um, healthy, that we can say. Okay, people were not in touch with many of the technology which is so-called advanced. So-called advanced means although it may be called as an advanced, but it has created lot of gaps in the relationship, in the what kind of way that we are living. Okay, so world that we are living. Okay, it has become very toxic in the present day world. Okay. People are running behind the money. They are so engrossed in the social media or like many of the social networking sites that okay, although people are sitting behind besides you, okay, or with you they are living. Okay, so you are not bothered about them, but you wanted to make a friendship in Facebook, you wanted to make a friendship in LinkedIn, you wanted to make a friendship in many other social networking sites. Okay, WhatsApp. Okay, chatting is being done online more than okay offline. Okay, so offline chatting will give emotional touch, the kind of emotional touch that you get it from the online interaction that you may not get in um, the kind of emotional touch that you're getting in the offline mode. Okay, that kind of emotional touch you will not get in the online mode. Okay, so most of the people are running towards. Okay, so when the family members are there, if you're operating the phone. Okay, so when your friends are there, if you're operating the phone, when the inside the classroom, if you're operating the phone. Okay, so you are um, in that particular situation or particular context. Okay, because of in order to fulfill some kind of purpose. If you go away from that purpose, and if you start exploring only the uh, phone or computers. Okay, so you may lose the relationship. Okay, you may know not known the value of the relationship that you have. Okay, um, many of you are like going to get out of your home. Okay, so set out of your home and you're going to come to the university. You'll be alone. Okay, many of you are first timer, many of you are like have lived in the hostel many years. Okay, so for you it may not be a problem, but for you a very different kind of challenges that you may be facing in the campus. Many people like who are first timer. Okay, so they face a lot of problem. At the same time, they feel that they are free now and they can do anything whatever they want, and they distract themselves from the goal that they have fixed, the goal they have fixed. Okay, themselves, and the goal that their family members have fixed. Okay, the goal that neighbors have fixed, the goal that nation wanted to have you. Okay, so as a great scientist. Okay, as a what called ISRO scientist, or like company, you are working in the company, or like you are contributing entrepreneurs. Okay, so you are contributing to the nation's economy. Okay, so some students I've seen in my entire career, like around 8 to 10 years of teaching career. Okay, so and 3 to 4 years of research experience suggest that okay, some people always they are focused. Some people always they're focused towards their goal. People generally cannot get distracted. That kind of people. They are very focused. They are very dog-minded. They are very mean as far as their goal is concerned. They don't want to compromise. They are uncompromising. They are trustworthy. They are respectful. If you score a very good CGPA in the classroom, what will happen? Everyone will look at you. Everyone will look at you, and everyone will approach you for many things, for suggestions, for kind of what called everything, anything, everything. They will come to you. Okay. Otherwise, like people, what they're doing is that they get distracted from their goal and they do every sort of nonsense, okay, which is not entertained in this university, okay. Since you come alone and you stay here, okay, so you have tremendous freedom, and the freedom that you get, okay, whether you are going to use it wisely or you're going to use it in order to spoil yourself, that is all depend on you only. Your father, mother, brothers, sisters, your teacher won't be there always with you in order to direct you, in order to guide you. So in this scenario, what you should be doing? You should have a, as I've said, like in the aspirations and concerns session, that you should have a right understanding and right feeling. Many times when they come alone to the university, many people, those who are probably, I don't say that like most of you are very good at your language, okay, so the English language, most of you are very good at dressing, most of you are very good at your attires, okay, most of you are very good at well, very rarely we can say that like they are good at behavior. You have to improve your behavior as well, okay, towards the teacher, towards the peers, towards the colleagues, towards the staffs, okay. Wherever you, whatever you do, you have to behave in such a way that, okay, so you should be lovable, you should be kind, okay. Excellence that we have seen, okay, so you should take everyone along with you in order wherever like you are in whichever the position you are, okay. You should respect everyone, you should love everyone, okay. So love, the meaning of love that I've told you, okay. Be kind, be diligent, be respectful, be trustful, be honest, okay. All these words, saying the word is very easy, but then like when you walk the talk, okay, that is where like the difficulty will come. But at the same time, I've seen people who are walking the talk, okay, so they, whatever the things that have been taught, okay, so they have walked in that line and they have succeeded extremely well, okay. And mostly like in this when you come to the university, there are some elective subjects will be there. You need to take, you need to respect that subject as in line with what you are learning from the core subject, okay. Core subject will give you technical knowledge. The elective subject will give you the overall knowledge about like how to go with your subject, okay. How you can be very successful, how you can have a right understanding and right feeling. All these things will teach you the elective subject. That is why the elective subject is being offered in the university. It is not only offered in VIT Bhopal, it is offered across the world. If you have the knowledge about the what called engineering or like your core field extensively, but you don't know how to use that knowledge in an ethical way for the welfare of human being, then you will be doomed to exist. Then the Oppenheimer, the word that he has said, okay, so when the nuclear atom bomb was tested first time, hydrogen bomb, not hydrogen bomb, atom bomb, I'm sorry, hydrogen bomb was someone else who was developed, okay. When atom bomb was tested, Oppenheimer said that like the kind of uh, power that atom bomb had, it is beyond my imagination. And by handing over this weapon to the humanity, I've done the greatest mistake in my life. I will never be forgiven by any generation to come. But then like one reality is there, those people like who are creating this kind of weapon or any AI based things, okay, so if I say examples, okay, artificial intelligence or machine learning, okay, everything should be under the human observation or human control. If anything that you create on their own, like for example, if the robo is there, you are creating a high level of artificial intelligence that they can act on par with human, then what will happen? There are some time when it will come, the feeling or emotion that human beings has, that kind of feeling and emotion that robot will not have. Robot will work on the basis of their command and instruction or pre-installed command and instruction, and they won't see that like whether human are feeling bad or human are feeling good, they won't see. So what I mean to say is that, okay, so when you're studying the core subject, okay, as core subject as much as important, the same way elective subjects also very important. Why? Because it will give you the understanding about the society. It will give you the understanding about the human feeling. It will give you the understanding about the application of that very things into the human welfare. All these things will be included. And all these things, all the elective things that you are going to study in different format that you'll be studying, but here it has been like summed up, the crux has been given in the last few days for your understanding. Whatever I have taught you, it is not only that when you're coming to university or when you're attending the classes, when you're living alone, okay, it is applicable. But wherever you go, whatever you may be doing during this course of 4 years, even after the 4 years also, if you're going for abroad for a higher studies, if you're going for any company to work, okay, everywhere, whatever I have taught you, it is applicable. Since you're coming to the campus the first time, you may be these teachings or these learnings that I've given to you, this will be like very highly helpful for you in order to achieve your goal. Everyone who are entering to this university, they have some sort of goals, they have some sort of responsibility, they have people who are trusting on them, they have given them the responsibility, their family members, neighbors, society, nation, okay, world, they have given them responsibility to use the knowledge to, first of all, the responsibility is that, okay, they have trusted you also that you will collect, you will learn everything, you will collect the information, you will responsibly use that information for the welfare of not only you but for the welfare of everyone. Okay, so that is the main motive or objective of all of you to come here in the to campus and study. Okay. Let us go to the next slide. Okay. It is at the core of it. Okay. So if we wanted to sum up all the things that we have studied so far, okay, we have discussed so far, at the core of it, okay, we want to be always happy and prosperous. But some people will, as I've said, like in the class also, in the lecture also, that whether means justifies the end or end justifies the mean. If I ask you, you may not know, or you may be very dilemmatic situation that like whether I should say that means justifies the end or end justifies the mean. Some of you who don't know what I'm talking, okay, if you have some kind of goal, okay, and you have to complete the process in order to achieve the goal, okay, in the process, whether you are adopting the right means, right way, right path, or wrong path, or deceptive path, or unethical path in order to achieve the goal. Okay, if you are using unethical path, like for example you wanted to qualify in the exam and you wanted to score 9 CGPA. Now, what you're doing here will not be known to your family members, your friends, and your uh, neighbors, okay, other people, okay, so they may not know. If you're cheating the exam and scoring the 9 CGPA, what is the use of it? You used wrong path, or you used wrong means to achieve the answer. So that end will not be justified. Okay. For example, those people like who are having fake certificate, it was happening like quite a few decades back that they used to buy the certificates, MBBS, MBA, BBA, BA, MA, all these degrees. When they buy and go and get some job related to that certificate or education qualification, what kind of justice did they will do? Any person like who has bought a MBBS degree and he is doing surgery, imagine a kind whether the patient will be alive or dead. The same way, if you are using any unethical means in order to achieve your goal, that goal will not be justified. Okay. Whatever the way that you are using, if it is ethical, even the goal is not, you have not achieved the goal, but you will have a satisfaction that you have not chosen a wrong path, or you have not chosen an unethical path in order to achieve the goal. And still you didn't achieve the goal, you will continue to try. Some or other day you will achieve the goal, but you will never follow the wrong means in order to achieve the goal. That is why whether end justifies the mean or mean justifies the end, if anybody asks the questions, okay, you should always say that means justify the end. Means means right path you need to move. In order to just achieve the goal, if you take a wrong path, okay, if you're not getting caught, it is okay. But then like, even if it is, if you're not getting the getting caught also, like later period of time, some or other time, you'll be caught. You will have to live with that fear in your heart. That why we need that fear. We have to achieve the goal, and we have set that goal ourselves and our family with our family members. Okay, if we want to achieve the goal in an ethical manner. If you want to achieve the 9 CGPA or like above 8 CGPA, every day whatever the teacher is teaching, you have to read. Okay, you have to be a club member. Okay, for extracurricular activities, so that like you can enhance the current trends in your respective field. Okay, and every time interact with the teachers whenever you have doubt. Be with those people like who are studying, okay, instead of those who are wasting the time. Use the time properly. Okay, so everyone wanted to be happy and prosperous, but whether that happiness brings excellence or not, that we need to look at it. Whether that prosperity brings excellence or not, whether this happiness and prosperity brings respect to you or not, whether people are trusting you or not, whether you have a mindset of right understanding, right feeling. Right understanding, right feeling means coexistence, okay, with your colleagues, with your society members, with your family members, with your nation. Okay, we want to be healthy. Okay, if you say you wanted to be healthy but still like you started eating junk food, maggie noodle, and chips, all these things, what will happen at the end of the day, or like after a few years, you'll get all the disease that even doctors cannot identify. This happened. We want to live in relationship in the family, with family, in the institution, with every human being. We wanted to live in a just and equitable society, and we wanted to have a conducive and natural environment. Yesterday I was talking about the natural environment, isn't it? How much important our natural environment should be in the society, like how you should be behaving, so that like you can create or establish justice, a society based on the justice, a society based on the equality you can create. You may, if you're walking in this path, okay, so you may think that like I'm alone. What kind of difference it will make in the society, or what kind of difference it will make in the nation? It is said in Hindi that बूंद बूंद घड़ा भरता है. The same way, each and every individual, like if they start thinking, it will be a great game changer, isn't it? Everyone will live very happy and prosperous and coexistent life. We also do not want problems. For fulfilling our aspiration and for resolving our problems, we have to understand, ensure the right feeling in ourselves and participate in a meaningful manner in large system, in family, society, and nature. Right feeling and right understanding is necessary. That is what I'm telling. Without right feeling and right understanding, you may not be a very good person. There is every provision for this. Only we have to make the effort in this direction. Right conduct, right education. When we talk about the nature, so we talked about education, conduct, knowledge. Okay. People living with human consciousness give rise to a human society. If people living with the human consciousness give rise to a human society, if they don't have human consciousness, what will happen? They will be the reason for many of the disasters to come. Okay. I told you, like, purpose of education to enable the transformation. What kind of transformation? It will give you right understanding in the self. Okay, it will give you relationship with the human being. It will give you physical facility with the rest of nature. Okay, and when you have a relationship with human being in a right understanding, okay, you will have a mutual happiness. If you have a physical facility with right understanding, okay, so mutual prosperity you will have. Okay. Process is concerned, if you come down, you can see right understanding, relationship with human being, physical facility with rest of the nature. Okay. So if the relationship with human being is missing, and if the right understanding is missing, what will happen? Unhappiness will come. You can see here, unhappiness, deprivation and exploitation of the depriving others. Okay. Inhuman society will come, and in that inhuman society, people's understanding towards the money, like assumption that like money is everything, they started accumulating every means, by any means. Okay, so in every individual, obsession of for consumption will come, obsession for profit will come, obsession for sensual pleasure will come. What they will do? They will do every evil activity that is there on the earth, just in order to catch the train or like fulfill the objectives. Okay. In that kind of society, what will come if there is no proper understanding? Okay, so if you look at the right understanding missing is there, okay, then like right relationship with human being is missing, then it will lead to the unhappiness. Okay, so it will create a inhuman society, crowd and battlefield. Okay, their assumption is that money is everything. Okay, and every individual, their accumulation by means. Okay, in few individuals. Okay, obsession for consumption, obsession for profit and for sensual pleasures. Okay, they will try to dominate, they will try to exploit in the society, they will try to create fear in the people. In that kind of society, terrorism will be there, war will be there. If you are dominating, if you are exploiting, if you are creating fear in the society, the other side will not sit idle and watch. They will also take weapon, they will also try to dominate, they will also try to exploit, they will also try to bring fear in all the people's eyes in the society. What will happen? Terrorism, war will happen. Okay, all the battles, all the wars, all the things that you can see. Okay, so it's just because of this not having right understanding about self and about human being, not having good relationship with human being. Okay. Mastery and exploitation over nature will come. Okay, so resources depletion, pollution. Okay, everything will come. There are people like in India. Okay, so who are responsible for extensive exploitation of the natural resources without respecting the law of the country. Okay, so that has led to the what called compromising situation between human and nature. Okay, so this should transform, this should progress. That is what like you see arrow mark upward. Okay, so this right understanding should be there in terms of self. Relationship with human being should be there, which will bring mutual happiness in our instead of unhappiness. Okay, and this human society. Okay, right understanding, right feeling in every individual, then like prosperity in every family, okay, fearlessness, trust in society, coexistence, mutual fulfillment in nature and coexistence. Okay, all these things will come, and right understanding will of the physical facility with the rest of nature will give mutual prosperity. Okay, if I think that okay, what this one single tree will do, let me cut down and sell it, or let me cut down or use it as a what called for some other purpose. If I'm not very sensitive about the nature, if everyone started thinking, what will happen? One day will come, there won't be any tree. One day will come, there will be like very hot in your place, hot summer. One day will come, very cold climate. One day will come, there is no air, clean air. One day will come, everyone will be in the hospital because of this situation. Okay. So it is very important that like we have to have a right understanding of the self and right relationship with human being and right physical facility with the rest of nature. Okay. So we are making effort for this transformation and we want our institution to be a living example. Okay. What is the future scope? Okay, before the end of the SIP, okay, self evaluation will be there, then like feedback celebration will be there in all the semester. There is a mentor program. If you're coming to the university, there is a proctor and procty schemes are there. Okay, so you all of you are allotted with a new proctor. Okay, so when you come to the university, if you have any sort of doubts, okay, so you can approach this proctor and get all the problems solved as much as possible. Otherwise, what will happen? Okay, you may not know any way, you'll be very confused, you'll be very depressed, and sometimes you wanted to go back to the home. That should not happen. If you have any kind of difficulty, you can come to the proctor and get it resolved. Okay, so in third and fourth semester, UHV-2, which is a mandatory 3 credit course on universal human values that you need to undergo. Okay, UHV-1, in closing, I can say that like UHV-1 was a glimpse, just a glimpse of your potential as a human being. If you can see the possibility of this content and process, you can see your own potential and the potential of your family, your institution, your society, and the nation. Then you will renew your commitment to make the necessary effort for it. Okay, as a student, you have a high possibility to realize this potential, to develop to your full human personality, and to be a source of justice and equitable society. It has been an enriching experience for all of us. We would like to hear from you about your experience. Okay, don't forget to give your valuable feedback. Okay, so when it is asked, in the next session, I'll be circulating on Google form. Okay, and I'll be asking kind of feedback from you. What kind of changes this particular session has brought in you that you can say, and if you have any difficulty in understanding, you can also raise that one in the Google form. Okay. So with this, like we have come to an end of this session. I hope all of you have enjoyed the session so far. In the next session, we will have a closing ceremony. Okay. Thank you, one and all. Okay. Thank you, Ananda. You may leave now. Thank you.